Welcome, beautiful, beloved souls. My name is Jem, and I'm a psychic medium, and I'm an author of over 40 books. On this channel is mainly commentaries. Sometimes I do PowerPoints, and you will find various type of content. I've called this, channel about looking through the lens of Jem. So I look at everything and anything that life or death throws at us human beings, and also at Earth and the whole animal kingdom. I've looked at just about every topic. So this channel doesn't fit a particular niche. I cover lots of ground. And I'm still on the subject of dying because I believe that we don't talk about this enough. And again, I'm going to read from my latest book, Dying Without Fear, A Clear Guide to Death, NDEs and what comes next. And this is available from Amazon. The cheaper version is an ebook, and NDEs stand for near death experiences. So I'm going to go right at the beginning. Chapter 1. The thing we fear most, death itself. Death is the one experience every human being will face, yet it is also the one experience most people avoid thinking about. It stands at the edge of our awareness, like a shadow we instinctively turn away from. We fear it quietly, privately, and deeply, not because we are weak, but because death confronts two truths that human beings struggle with. We must face it alone, and we don't know what happens next. This fear is universal. It crosses culture, race, religion, and age. Even people who say they don't fear death often mean they don't fear being dead, but they still fear the process of dying. Will it hurt? Will it be frightening? Will they be conscious? Will they lose control? Will they be judged? Will they simply stop existing? Or perhaps, worst of all, will something unexpected grab them at the moment they are most vulnerable? Now, these questions live under thousands of unspoken anxieties. Dying feels frightening because it feels solitary. No matter how many people surround a person at the end of life, the moment of crossing is something no one else can do for them. Unlike birth, relationships, love, or broken hearts, death is a threshold that only the individual can step across. This aloneness is one of the root fears of human consciousness. But here is the truth observed from thousands of NDE testimonies, hospice accounts, and spiritual insights across cultures. The aloneness of dying is not what it seems. People report a sense of being accompanied, a dissolving of fear before the actual crossing, a shift into clarity or neutrality, a removal of physical pain, sensations of relief, release, or peaceful slowing. the return of awareness without panic. Dying is rarely the violent, dramatic, painful event people imagine. In fact, pain belongs to the living body. The moment death begins to separate consciousness from physical form, pain often fades or ceases entirely. Is death painful? Almost never in the way people imagine. Medical literature, hospice workers, and NDE experiences consistently describe a pattern. Pain drastically reduces as the body shuts down. The brain produces chemicals that ease fear and discomfort. The moment of separation is often described as peaceful or neutral. A sense of letting go replaces panic. Even people who died in traumatic circumstances report, "I left my body before the pain hit," or "I didn't feel what my body felt." Your fear imagines death as the body's point of view, but consciousness isn't trapped inside that pain. So I just read from page 6 to 9. I really would encourage you to get this book, because not only does it look at NDEs and the fact of actual dying process, it also gives you a guide to what you should do to prepare for death, like wills, power of attorney, and other recommended things, so that when you pass, it's not a mess. And I've learnt about that. When Rob died, he didn't have a will, he didn't have power of attorney, and it was a big mess. So please, this isn't the only book. I have authored 40 plus books, all different. Some are spiritual, some do with poetry, some are autobiography type of books. You'll find a wide variety. I want to thank everybody for watching this. Please leave a comment. I really encourage you. Let's get the dialogue about death going. Are you scared of death? I'm going to share with you very quickly. I always have been scared of two things. First was dying, because you have to die. When you die, you're doing it alone. There's nobody there with you. It's alone. You're there. And the second thing is, I fear and always have, what if there's nothing after? What if this is all there is and there's nothing after? That the NDEs that people report are perhaps chemicals that the brain releases as they're dying. And in fact, medical professionals try to say that's what happened. Now, remember, I overdosed in 2020. What should have been a lethal overdose. I didn't experience any tunnels. I didn't experience any light. I experienced blackness. Now, it wasn't the blackness where you go unconscious when, like you're having anesthetic. In this blackness, I was aware. I was the blackness, and it wasn't scary. It was peaceful. It was beautiful. If you've had an NDE or know someone who's had, please drop a comment. I've also had an acquaintance I knew who overdosed on opioids, and he reported the same thing, blackness, a peaceful blackness. Thank you again for watching. Please be kind to each other and to yourselves. And just to let you know that from next Tuesday, which is, don't know what the date is, to Friday the 30th of January, I will be away at my son's. It's his birthday. I just celebrated a birthday myself last Saturday. So another year older to everyone out there celebrating birthdays. Have a wonderful, happy birthday. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Love, light, and blessings. Bye.